Hello and welcome to today's video. Spur of the moment content, kind of continuing what I did last week on Sunday. Due to this series today between Genji and FlyQuest going into Game 4 as I'm recording this. So the fact of the matter is I don't have enough time to recap that series today, and it will be tomorrow's content. So on the board here we have best of 5 results by players at MSI and Worlds, not including Midseason Cup, not including Esports World Cup, IEMs, and the like. It's just simply how have players done in best of 5s at MSI and Worlds. And the players I have listed on here are all the ones with at least 50-50 or better records in best of 5s. Roughly, I did notice, because I'm doing this spur of the moment, that there were a couple things that may be a little amiss. But roughly, we're in the right, space here. It's only like out of the 70, 80 carries, I have 2 that are kind of screwed up and things like that, but hopefully they're not listed on the board. So, and they're only like 1 win or 1 loss off. I have 2 more losses than wins, so somebody got a loss when they should have got a win. So in top lane, we have Duke at 5.5, and you're going to say, why 5.5? Well, he did win a series with IG against KT, as IG went on to win Worlds. So he's 5.5-0 internationally. The only player actually on here with at least 5 wins and no losses. So Duke, the king of best of 5s, I guess. He's the one that never lost one. Other Korean top laners, Kuve, Marin. We finally have Bin. So Bin, 13-6. So that helps with the latest MSI changes, adding more best of 5s internationally. But 13-6 over his career with a 68% win rate. Keen, 4-2, playing today. We'll see if he goes to 5-2 or 4-3. Wonder, the only LEC player listed with a better than 50-50 record, of course helping with G2, and I believe H2K, if I recall correctly, or is that Otawamne? Wonder may have played, I think played for somebody else. But 67% win rate. Zeus as well, 12-6, 67% win rate. The Shy, 5.5-3, splitting that half with Duke. Huni, 5-3. We saw him in 3 of the 4 major regions. Let Me, 3-2 of China. Looper and Nuguri, also 3-2. 3-6-9. Yes, many people like to say he's a choker. 8-6, 57% win rate. And then Doran actually has the worst best of 5 results with at least 5 opportunities at 3-6 over his career internationally. So that is something. He's actually the least clutch of the top laners in best of 5s. At least with that many opportunities. In the jungle, Bangy, 7.5-1. He did split with Blank at one point, and Blank split with somebody else. When T1 went through all sorts of different junglers and using 6-man rosters and things like that. So Bangy, 7.5-1. Ambition, Blank, Canyon, 10-4. We'll see if he goes to 11-4 or 10-5 today. Kanavi, 6-3, listed under Korea because he is Korean, and 6-3. Ning and Wei, the best Chinese junglers at 4-2 each, 67% win rate. Owner, 13-7 for T1. Shun, 9-5. Yankos, 7-5. Obviously a long career, had many opportunities at international events. And went on we got the guys on that G2 roster that won MSI, right? They won a couple best of 5, so that helped their cause. And they also went to finals at Worlds, and that gave them a couple more best of 5 wins. Tien takes a lot of heat. He's 4-3. MLXG, 2.5 and 2.5, splitting time with other junglers in his best of 5s. The worst best of 5 junglers, Klid and Broxa, both 2-4 over their careers for 33% win rates. Mid lane, Crown and Pawn, both 5-1. They had a couple runs and that's it at Worlds. They didn't go there often, but when they did, they packed a punch and they went deep. And that's kind of the deal there. 83% win rates. Faker, of course, the most he has been involved in, 40 best of 5s, roughly. Faker 28.5 and 28.5 wins and 10.5 losses. When you take into account the times he played with Easy Hoon in 2015, 2016, 73% win rate. Knight, that was a shock to see Knight very high up here, 10-4 over his career. We think about the team video last week. JDG, the best win-loss rate out of LPL teams in best of fives, and Knight is a big reason why. Rookie and Showmaker, rookie 4-2, 67%, and then Showmaker 6-4 with a 60% win rate. So Rookie has not been to international events all that much over his career. Surprisingly enough, you look at his teams he's been on, he definitely was not in a great spot. Xiaohu 10-7 for RNG and now Weibo, and we'll see how he does against BLG. Yagao 6-5, 56% win rate. Caps 10-10 and Chovy 7-7. If Chovy loses today, he would not appear on this board at 7-8 over his career, and one has to wonder maybe how true are these. How much of it's bad luck and how much of it is him just not taking over the game like he's supposed to. In my opinion, in game one today, that was his game to control, and he simply did not on the RE. He had a massive CS lead and did nothing with it. I think he was third most on his team in damage. Kuro 3-3 as well. Worst, Maple 0-7 over his career in best of fives internationally. Also, I should have said in the beginning, this does not include play-ins. For, I have a lot of Brazilian subscribers. They may have questions. Bot lane, Bang, 13-2. I've had a lot of people, not a lot of people. I've had one in particular, T1 fan, very upset that I did not put Guma on the same tier as Bang and Ruler all time. That's because 13-2 kind of speaks for itself. That in and of itself speaks for itself. And then Ghost 6-2. When he went on a run, he was pretty damn good, wasn't he? As a weak side 80 carry, not inting his face off. Ruler 12-5, 71% win rate. Pays 7-3, 70% win rate. We'll see how he does today. Guma 13-7, 65% win rate. So combined, Bang and Ruler have as many losses in best of fives as Guma does. Keep in mind there are more best of fives now than there were before. But let's just say it for what it is. Those guys didn't lose those guys didn't lose very often. Elk 9-5, 64% win rate. Best Chinese 80 carry. Perks. I included mid and bot lane together. Otherwise, he ends up, I think the majority are bot lane. And then there are a couple mid lane, so I included them. Just be honest, I included them. So 7-5 over his career at best of fives. You can put him in either group if you want to. But he does have a winning record. Uzi, 6-5, 55% win rate. And then 4 pretty notable 80 carries with 50-50 win rates. Viper, 3-3, Deft, 6-6, Gala, 4-4, and Jackie Love, 6-6. Worst, Sneaky, 1-4, 20% win rate. Support, Wolf, alongside Bang, 13-2. That's not a big shock, 87% win rate. Those guys were attached at the hip. Crisp, that was a surprise. Crisp takes a lot of heat, but his only loss in a best of 5 internationally was at World's Finals last year, and he's in semifinals again. So when he goes, there's no doubt he's getting top 4 at least, and who knows what's going to happen against BLG. Barrel, 9-3, 75% win rate. Missing, 6-2, 75% win rate. Baolan, 4-2 of IG of yesteryear, 67%. On, 9-5 alongside Elk. Core JJ, 7-4 over his career. Ming as well. So Core and Ming, same win-loss in best of 5s. Lahen's 5-4. Carria, 13-8 over his career internationally in best of 5s. And then Mickey X, 8-6, 57% win rate. Lastly, Hillisung has the worst best of 5 ranking, win-loss wise, international events. He's 2-6, 25% win rate. So that's a thing. Just something interesting I want to put on the board. If a player is not listed and they played a lot of best of 5s, It's because their win rate was less than 50-50, or it might have been 50-50 for top lane, and I didn't want to include all those guys run out of space. So, thank you for watching. If you like the video, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.